Okay, so the first part of the arrangement that I want to touch on are all of the melodic parts of the track. I really enjoy the chord progressions and everything that happens in this track. So, funny enough, this Yes track here is kind of the star of the show. Well, not sure if it's the star of the show, but it's the first thing that happens that's very exciting, and it's funnily called Yes because I was working in MIDI trying to get this chord progression out of my head that I had. And I finally got it and then bounced it to audio so I can mess with it more. And I remember I saved it as Yes because I was like, yes, I finally did it. So I don't have the MIDI for this part. Manipulating things with MIDI is very difficult, slightly archaic. Working in audio is way more freeing. So I often bounce my stuff down to audio and then delete the MIDI because I don't think ahead and I don't think that I'm going to be teaching people later on. So I'm sorry I don't have the MIDI for Yes, but I can show you what I did to it. So there is a glue compressor that was sidechaining, but apparently is not. So I don't think this is doing anything to the sound, but a little pull on the low end, boost in the mid, and a tuner on it because this was actually out of tune when I recorded it. Whatever synth patch I used must have been sharp or flat. So you can see here, it was actually tuned up to 45 just to make sure that that was perfectly in pitch. And this is the resulting factor. So that's a very big theme in this song. That sound and also that chord progression is seen throughout the entire thing. Now it's doubled over here because it's pitched down. Now the reason why I double is because it gives it more body. This one is an octave down from the original, and this is 2 octaves down and turned down dB wise to -5. The reason why I layer things is because I think it helps create a little bit of a fuller sound. So this is the intro and the verses. Now, if you notice in the verses, they play out normal. But if we scroll to the second verse, we have these new sets of yeses down here that sound like this. Now, the reason why these are different is because I wanted the second verse to be different from the first, just to keep things interesting and moving. The difference in sonic quality is this guitar amp. So the guitar amp kind of gives it a more aggressive and more top end sparkle. The rhythmic change is going in and changing it to beats here, preserve, setting it to eighth notes, and then setting the arrow to the forward and bringing this down to 20. Now, as I bring this up, you'll hear the difference. If I bring it all the way up to 100, that's just the original sound. At 20, it starts to actually hit those eighth notes. Now, the reason why it's boosted so high up in volume is because sometimes you lose energy or actually just volume when you do preserve it and change it to these different rhythmic entities. So yeah, that's that.